In his manifesto, he cited some rather generic complaints about Donald Trump. General corruption critique.
Like if Kash Patel were to drunkenly type into ChatGPT, come up with a manifesto for a shooter at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and it would come out like that. Like, in theory, that's what it could be, right?
No, I have no idea.
Did you know that the bullet casing said ballroom? No, they didn't.
No, it didn't. Okay. But this is the president addressing, apparently, Norah O'Donnell's audacity at mentioning the manifesto.
You see the security moving quickly, right, within seconds, grabbing the vice president by his coat, lifting him up, bringing him out. Then the counter assault comes in. Took 10 seconds for them to flank you, Mr. President, and then 20 seconds to get you out. It looked chaotic. At one point, you were down. What was happening?
Well, what happened is it was a little bit me. I wanted to see what was happening, and I wasn't making it that easy for him. I wanted to see what was going on. And by that time, we started to realize maybe it was a bad problem, different kind of a problem, bad one, and different than what would be normal noise from a ballroom, which you hear all the time. And I was surrounded by great people. And I probably made them act a little bit more slowly. I said, wait a minute, let me see, wait a minute. So, I'm telling guys.
Just at that moment where it looks like you go sort of down with the service, you were telling them to wait?
Well, no, what happened is then I started walking with them. I started walking, and they said, please go down on the floor. So I went down, and First Lady went down also, but we were asked to go down by the agents as I was walking. In other words,
they wanted you almost to crawl.
I was standing up, pretty much. I was standing up and then turned around the opposite direction and started pretty much walking out, pretty tall, a little bent over because I'm not looking to be standing too tall. And but I was walking out. It was about halfway there, and they said, please go down to the floor, please go down to the floor. So I dropped to the floor, so did the First Lady.
I mean, if he's concerned about being tagged with the Epstein stuff, it really is largely like live by the sword, die by the sword. The Epstein controversy was certainly an element of his getting reelected.
And I even think like we can go back and look at QAnon and wonder where that originated from. It's very interesting that Bannon and Epstein had such a close relationship, and at the same time, with Bannon's familiarity with 4chan, there was somebody who came up on 4chan, then moved to 8chan, called themselves Q, and said they had all of this inside knowledge about pedophiles and drinking blood and it all being associated with the Democrats. It would be a very convenient way to distract from Epstein and Trump's relationship for that long of a period of time, ahead of an election where there were a lot of controversies about him being, yes, an accused rapist. We didn't know too much about the accusations of pedophilia yet, but we did see those videos of his daughter sitting on his lap, if people want to look those up, and him talking about how attractive she is, or whatever. Yuck.
Wasn't he barging into Miss Teen USA's locker room?
That's what I was going to say, like swanning around these pageants like a great white shark.
Well, nevertheless, Donald Trump is offended by it.
That's what's important.